Hello and welcome to this hsbMake video on the new production grouping app we've added to Make Office during the version 28 updates. My name is Andrew Baker-Keane and I'll be doing a quick overview of this new application. First thing to think about is where we actually use production grouping. If we consider a single panel, that panel, when it goes through production, is often laid on its side, added to a stack, and then that stack is loaded onto a lorry and then sent off to the site. Production groups could be used to actually group all of the items that went on the lorry so we know what went where. Another area where production grouping can be used, we've got an order and we actually want to produce two parts of the order, but not all of it. So we can group panels into a couple of groups, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter, and then release them to the factory in order for us to be able to fabricate them without having to release everything. Now let's see how this works in the software. The new production grouping app is accessed from Make Office through the production grouping button on the top row. The left-hand column inside the app shows all the categories of production groups. Center shows all the items that can be grouped, and the right-hand side shows any groups that have been set up with inside a category. To create a new category, you can easily just click on the New button, then pick the template. I have two set up, one for dispatched and one for stock. Similar to what was described in the introduction, I just give it a name, and then when hitting saved, you can see my new category is formed. If we go back to the orders, select an item from an order, right click and add it to either an existing group or create a new group. As you can see, I've got both dispatched and stocked, which were my original categories, already waiting to receive some. When I give it a name, the name will appear in the groups column, and when we look at the production groups, it shows up. If we now go to the stock category, you will find we now have that new demo 1. If we expand the demo 1, you can clearly see all the items that were added in that stack. If I swap to a different category, they are not included in that category. I can manually add new groups to a category by pressing the New Production Group button on the right-hand side. Then I can select an item and individually drag and drop it into the new group I've created. I can also select multiple items at one time, and I can drag those into a particular group. Once they are in a group, they will appear with the group name in the center. I can also delete out a item from a group because I've realized it shouldn't be there using the trash can. Once deleted out, the group name disappears. I can create a new category, and in this case I'm going to use demo 3, and then I can add the item that I put in the wrong group into the demo 3. I can also delete out these categories. I can create a shortcut for the categories, and I can go into the settings on how the categories are going to be displayed. Like with every other part of the software, if I hit the delete button, it will ask me for a confirmation of deletion. To summarize, the new production group app increases the flexibility that we had to both see and distribute items inside Make Office. It also gives us that ability to group items together in order to increase traceability and tracking of a particular set of items inside the system. May I take this opportunity to thank you for sparing the time to watch this video. I've been Andrew Baker-Keane, and I am sure that when you use our new production grouping app, you will find it really useful